Yo, can you guys hear me then? Let us know. Oh, there we go. I need to turn that down. Watching this from the tub. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. It's always a blessing that someone watches you in the bathtub. You know, there's a buzzing. Hmm. Right. Let me see. Is it the audio? Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Just making sure before I like properly start. Again, this is a really fucking terrible time to do a live stream, but I've been meaning to do this for ages now, and every time it's like an ideal time for me to live stream, like about 10 o'clock or so. I'm just tired. Oh, it's more just a news and updates. Can you hear someone scream racial slurs in the background? No, it's only me in the house, so it is. It's only me. Hold on, like, you know what? Like, let's get this underway. We'll get that away. We will put on the. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's James. Am I horrible? Like, you know, the thing is, I'm very rarely on like camera, and everyone gets like really surprised what I look like. But even though I've been on camera tons of times before, and everyone's like, "Whoa, James, you're not like horribly disfigured. What's this about?" I thought there was like something like wrong with you. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm not particularly nice looking, but I definitely don't think I'm like horribly disfigured at the same time. You know, dear Lord. Right, you know what? Waiting in the ice cream truck to drive by. Yeah, it's always ice cream truck about this time. What time is it? No, actually, it's about an hour away, so it is. So look. Boom. Let's get that up anyway, and we'll do a wee bit of talk. Well, you know what? I'm just going to talk to you guys for a wee minute first, anyway, before we actually get into it. I don't really expect many people to show up for this because I mean, it's a terrible time. Like, you know, what time is it now? It's 10 past 3 at the minute, UK time. So I think for Americans, that's like 10 a.m. earliest. Like, you know, I think that's East Coast time. So that's not exactly ideal. And then, you know, like, it's one of those ones. But anytime I've been meaning to do this, yeah, 7 a.m. Yeah, that's exactly great time to live stream. But the problem is, I was thinking, it's like well, I can either do it during the day or I can just do it as a pre-recorded video. And I feel like a pre-recorded video doesn't really work very well because there's always questions that people ask, and then I'm always thinking like I really should have covered that. But so I suppose if I got someone here to actually talk to, you know, makes life a wee bit easier for me. But these slackers, how are you? Wait, oh, you're East Coast, aren't you? Dungeon Delver. You're at least like a reasonable time for most. But anyway, look, where do I even start with everything? So I want to give a load of different updates. First of all, we get the deck triggers out of the way first. So it hasn't hit funding, but you guys can still back it. That's pretty much what I want to let people know. You can still back it. I'm still gonna let people back it right up until we do actually order it. Once we order from the Chinese, like once we get the company to actually go to print, sorry, then you know, like that's it. You won't be able to get it any ever again because it's never going to be a second print of this. Um, what else do I need to tell you guys? So you got until then. The other big thing is Tarmel is our artist for this, and yeah, he got hit with some brutal stuff has happened to him recently. So first of all, like you know, well, I don't. You know what? I don't want to say about the first one because it's not my place. But he did talk about this publicly. He got like armed robbery from South. Now he lives in South Africa, and he lives in a gated community. But like you know, like boys showed up and like straight up like robbed him. You know what I mean? Like apparently they've caught two of the people. And the police have two of them, and then the third one they know who it is, but I don't know if they've managed to get him yet. So that's something at least, and they do think he's going to get his computer back and all that sort of stuff. Thankfully they didn't steal too much stuff, but he does look. It looks like he's getting it all back anyway, so that's really good. So thank God for that. The way it was explained to me, it was absolutely brutal. Genuinely, like it was him, his 2 year old, and the nanny in the house, and Jesus Christ, like you know, not good, not fun at all. But look, that should not affect the deck. You know, what I mean, like the artwork's coming along. He's made some good progress into it already. Oh, that was my thingy, so it was the chair. So like nothing to worry about in that front at least. Even though like that's fucking brutal. I've been saying to him, he's been talking to me a while. Like you know, he says South Africa's been getting worse and worse. And the way he talks about it is like, mate, that's a pure failed state to say the least. Like you know, I think genuinely he's definitely getting to the point where it's like you need to leave. You know what I mean? Like living in South Africa just does not sound good at the minute at all. Like, no matter where you are in the country, it just nowhere seems safe, genuinely. I definitely wouldn't recommend it to anyone, you know? But yeah, so everything's coming along there quite nicely. It doesn't look like we're going to get the stretch goal cards, although I do still want the stretch goal cards, but I need to talk to Thingy Far Cry 7 Johannesburg. He doesn't live far away from Johannesburg. That's all I can tell you. So you know it's pretty rough. It's rough where he is, you know. And he like put it like this: if they're coming in armed into a gated community and robbing him, you know that's like you know there's armed guards where he lives, you know. So that's not good. Like you know I would say to him he needs to get out. You know, genuinely, it doesn't sound good for him one bit. So I'm hoping he does leave. But just to let you guys know, I feel like that's something that people should probably know. If you hire third worlders, expect third world problems armed robbery in your house. You know, it's like Jesus Christ. That sounds like oh my god. I'm laughing about that, but honestly, heart goes out to him. Like genuinely, that's horrible. You know. Did you see Cash in the transit heist video? Yeah, he showed me that actually. There was one. He was showing me. This actually was last year. It was out his window. He was recording it, so he was, and like there's a road beside him. Like he lives on the edge, and there's a big wall. But he was recording, and they blasted open. There was an armed transit van, and they blasted the doors off. And then he got in the car and was driving by it, and there's all these people like fucking picking up. Like it's mad. Like genuinely, it's like see whenever I talk to anyone who's South African, I can't tell if they're being like serious or not because some of the stories that they tell me, it's like, mate, there's no way that actually happened. And then they show me video of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know. Not what James looked like. I'm not horribly disfigured. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? I have lost a lot of weight now. That is something I'm going to tell you guys about afterwards. Third world problems almost coming to your first world near you. Yeah, it is genuinely like if you want to know what the future looks like, maybe just have look at South Africa, and that might be where I think if we get the bad timeline, the Western world looks like South Africa. Genuinely, that's what I think. But yeah, look, deck of triggers. Just to let you guys know, no offense, man. South Africa actually is like what people make jokes about. For to be genuinely, it is. When's African Warrior Class coming out? I want it to happen, right? I do really want it to happen, but Megan keeps telling me it's like James, you can't do that. It's like offensive. So what I could do is maybe because Tarmal is South African, maybe I could get it. Maybe I could put it under him. Would that work, or would that be like offensive? Because he is African, so like you know, I think we could get away with that. That all leave the company collapses. Yeah, 8 a.m. here. Not a great time to live stream. That's all I can tell you. Full offensive South African has become district. Genuinely has though, it really has. Now it'd be like Brazil. Yeah, what is worse? I don't know which one is worse. South Africa or Brazil. The only thing is, I do believe there's places in Brazil that are genuinely nice, but there's a lot of places in Brazil that genuinely you don't want to go. Like there was one thing Tarmal was telling me a wee while back. He was telling me there's this like highway near us, or near him, sorry, and he says like tourists are told do not drive on that like highway at night. It's just that you will like you know you will be hijacked. Like that is just what happens. They will hijack you. They put out what do you call them? Thingy teeth. What do you call that thing where they bark your tires? Like apparently that's really common, you know. And they tell tourists not to do it all the time. And he says it's always German tourists, like genuine, always Germans. That's like no, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll do this, and then they always end up dead. It's like Jesus Christ, guys, just don't. If people tell you not to do something in a foreign country, it's probably a good idea. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like, you know, whenever women go like backpacking, like you know, like millennial women go backpacking in like the Middle East and end up beheaded. It's like that. You know, it genuinely is. Now it would be like Brazil and South America. South Africa is another beast. It really is. It really is. You know what kind of makes me feel like they're kind of like in America you got white trash, and in the UK you've got scum. And they're very different, but also very, very similar. But they act in very different ways, but very similar at the same time. But they are extremely distinct from one another. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of interesting when you think about it, you know. But look, updates. I don't wanna bore you guys too much. So the deck of many triggers, you can back it. Look, I need to talk to the factory whether or not we can get it just produced, like, because the quotes that I have are for like 500 decks. So if we get like maybe only like 300 decks printed, we should be all right. Yeah, cult cups. That's the word I'm thinking of. Sorry. We should be all right. Like, honestly, don't worry about it. You guys, everyone who's backed it, it's not like, oh, we haven't had funding. It's not happening. It is going to happen regardless. But I would really really like. Well, you look handsome, James. Why, thank you. I'm not horribly disfigured. Why? Why does everyone think I'm horrible looking? Do I need? Hold on. Let's see. Why up the quality? It might be my terrible webcam. It might be the terrible webcam. Although I have lost about 3 stone in the past like 2 months. So that's a thing, So yeah, anyone who's backed it, it is going to happen. I've got the cards right here, and boom, 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 boom. I know the camera quality's kind of terrible, but I think they look really nice. And if you can see them next to my hand, you can see like, do I have anything for it? Scale difference. There we go. There's a lighter. You can get an idea of like the scale of them. They're a wee bit bigger, so they are, Irish goblin or something. Well, I mean, I am kind of a goblin. I'm 5'6". You know what I mean? So like, is that goblin tier, or I would say that's more dwarf tier. I think you need to be under like 5 foot to be goblin. Do you know what I mean? So like, thought you were Irish. So that's the thing. It's a filter, yes. Yeah, I've got the Giga Chat filter on here. Hold on, let me show you guys something funny. I found the gear, like, so Ozzy loves the Snapchat filters at the minute. He thinks they're the funniest thing ever. Like, he always comes up and goes, funny faces on your phone? I'm like, all right, okay, we'll put funny faces on. So yeah, that's me and Ozzy's. I think it's really funny, that one. Did I get other ones? 5'6", put you just on the north side of Manlet, so you're safe. I think 5'6" is still Manlet territory, man. Like, let's be real here, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. There's the other one, guys. So there you guys go. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, there's the Giga Chad filter, Boom, 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 boom. Let's take that away. I'll get into that in a wee minute. So, well, what I've got here. Let me open that. Move that. Okay. So, deck of triggers. If you've backed it, you don't need to worry about it because it hasn't had funding, because no matter what, it's going to come along anyway. Even though the artist is experiencing some difficulties, to say, like, the guy's shaking. I will give him that. Like, genuinely, he's really shaking. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like, genuinely, it sounded like genuinely terrible what happened to him. So I hope it doesn't affect him too much, because like, it's really not nice at all. It's genuinely, like, it sounded really bad. How triggered are you, James? I'm not particularly triggered. Nothing like, I'm not really that. I'm tired. I'll give you that. Like, I'm feeling tired, but I'll explain why I'm feeling really tired recently. So, yeah, the decks here. I would love to do the stretch goal cards, but that's completely up to Tarmel, because he, like, if he does, it's an extra 10 cards, and he ain't being paid for the extra money for it, because there's no money to give him. But it's up to him. I personally would love to see the stretch goal cards be put in, because in my mind, the way the deck should have these cards. It's just the way I'm like visualizing it in my head of what I want it to be. So that would be really really nice, But yeah, I'm sure you guys have noticed that we haven't really been uploading that much over the past wee bit, and we've been pretty busy. So we have been in a lot of things. Ozzy started pre, so we did. And like, honestly, see, when it comes to the end of the night, like, see, like, getting up, I feel like I'm such an adult now, where I wake up at like 7:30 every day, and see, by like 9 o'clock I am busted. Like, genuinely, I actually, like, the other night, I'm not even joking, me and Megan were in bed for 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Like, I couldn't believe that. It's like, is this what it's like when we hit 30? I'm like, Jesus, it's hit me hard, guys. It's really hit me hard. But some good things from it all. Back the deck, you're indirectly supporting me. I know, maybe shot. Well, look, I don't. Hopefully, I do hope everyone makes a wee bit of money. From it. It would be really nice. And also, again, you are helping fund. You are helping by backing this deck. You are helping. Tarmel has kids, and he does live in Africa, so you are technically helping. African children by backing this deck, which I think is kind of funny. When you're tracking Garbo into playing the fecal lands, he's never doing that. I'm sorry. I might try and trick him into running the game, and then you know what? A lot of people were saying like a good idea to run with the fecal lands is to use it as like a torture chamber because again, it's like a parallel dimension. So you can always like suck your players into like that realm and like make them stuck there for like 3 months or for like a couple sessions or whatever. You know, how's life the objectively better part of Ireland? It is. I honestly, it's great at the minute. I'm enjoying it. Honestly, you know what? See when it comes to Northern Ireland, people laugh all they want, but like I couldn't live anywhere else. Genuinely, I really couldn't. Um, but look, what I kind of also want to get on to is so we haven't been uploading much recently, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, um, my mind has been preoccupied, and I feel like I've kind of have let it down the boys because this is a big group project with a deck of triggers. Oh, thank you. No special reason, Chairman. Just showing some love. Someone match me at least. Oh, thank you, thank you, thanks, Bill. Thanks. Um, so I've been really like I feel like I haven't put in the work that I should have with a deck of triggers, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one is my other businesses that I do, because again, look, I haven't been really heavily invested in YouTube since Ozzy's been born because so 3 months before Ozzy was born, our old channel got completely demonetized, and they sent us an email saying, "Yeah, you're never going to be monetized again. That's you." So ever since then, I've been working on other businesses, other ideas, other concepts of making money that is not related to YouTube because frankly, there's a lot of people out there that really fucking despise us. Like genuinely, like people just don't like us. For whatever reason, for whatever reasons, like like that's the game you play. Whenever you want to work online, if you want to do anything, if you want to be able to express your thoughts and feelings, there's going to be people that are really upset with you, and they're not going to like that. And you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be constantly reporting all your stuff. People that are going to be flagging you, people are going to be reporting you, people are going to be sending. I mean, you know what? I got hit with a false DMCA claim the other week. I'm not even joking. Like genuinely, it's like what the, genuine. Like what are you playing at? You do know, like, doing that's a really terrible idea because if you send like fake ones, like, you can go to court with that. So, like, that is the thing you have to deal with whenever people really don't like you online and they really want to get rid of you. So, this is why I'm never going to tell anyone what my other businesses are, what any of my other stuff is, because I already have to deal with enough problems. I would love to be able to share with you guys what it is that I do. I can just tell you that it does very, very well, and that is one of the big things for me is because we're going to be having another child in March. Oh, thank you. Do you want better? Oh, thanks. No drugs here. I'm getting sort of super chats. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Um, so you know what? It's one of those ones where you just, especially with the landscape we're in at the minute, especially with YouTube's slanted angle, like the only real option, uh, the only real genuine alternative is Gumball. And don't get me wrong, Gumball has done amazing and it has really grown an awful lot. But that's one of the biggest problems I see with alt media or alt tech in general. It's not on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube comes like built into this. You know what I mean? Like, you're not being able to compete. Like, the user base is just so big. And that's what I use as well. Like, people laugh at me and it's like, James, why are you so invested in Facebook ads? Because they work, like, genuinely they are absolutely amazing, and they have every day they are profitable, and it really does make my life just so much easier. See, like, it's taken so much stress off me. Like, don't get me wrong, like, this is a dream job. Like, see being able to just wake up and be able to do whatever you want online, it's absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But it does come with its own caveats and problems. You may be doing well 1 month, but then what are you going to be like in 3 months' time? What's 3 months away? Like, oh well, sorry, you got nothing. And like, see when you have kids and stuff, like, that's no way to live. It's genuine. It's too much for me. So that's why I have been sinking more and more time working on these other companies and stuff, and they're really starting to pay out big time, like genuinely big time. So that is something that me and Megan are going to be doing. I don't know if our other channel, Terminally Online, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be continuing that much past the baby's here. Genuinely, I think we're going to be stopping that sometime in the new year because baby's expected in March. Megan's going to be too pregnant. We are going to be continuing with Gumload though. We will be continuing with this channel. just because I think it's a good excuse for me and Garbu to be able to hang out. People complain about Garbu all the time, and don't get me wrong, I get it because he is a very um he's an acquired taste, and I think he's kind of like me in that sense as well. People either love me or hate me, and that's it. There's not many people that are like James. Yeah, he's all right. People have very visceral responses to me. People people are either like I absolutely despise him with my very soul, or no, he's pretty dead. I actually kind of like him. Gumble needs to work on their app. It can work, but needs to get their app. Yeah, they really do. To be honest with you. Oh, thank God this channel isn't dead yet. Thanks, James. No, well, I'm going to be keeping this channel going just, again, mostly because I like hanging out with Garbu. But again, it's nothing serious. If we miss a week, we miss a week sort of thing. And you guys have seen that. See, in the past, 2 months, upload schedule has been all over the place. So, we will be continuing to do that. And I do want to continue to do that indefinitely because I do, it's something to do for fun. And I do really enjoy it. But I need to be realistic in how much I can spend my time. Do you know what I mean? And if the other stuff that I'm working on needs me more on that, then I'm going to have to spend more time on that. Because again, I'm the microphone all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's all right. Sorry, it was kind of funny there, so it was. How did you and Garbu meet? I did one of his story times. He sent me one of his. It was all skeleton party. And then I just started talking to him, so I did. And, it was one of those ones, dead on guy, I think we started talking summertime 2019 or so, and I asked him because he said he did some voice acting and stuff. I was like, well, here, do you want to do a couple on my channel? Sure. And then of course he started doing his own thing, and he's done really well for it. Garbu's got a really solid following. Again, the people that are interested in him really enjoy him. Genuinely, he's a good guy, genuinely. I love him to bits, and honestly, see, without him, this channel wouldn't still be going if it wasn't for him, because Megan was, the thing is, Megan used to be really into role-playing games, and she still does enjoy them, but she had to stop whenever, halfway through when she was pregnant, and, because she just couldn't sit at the computer for that long, it was too uncomfortable, and ever since then, she just hasn't been able to, she doesn't have the time or the energy, and I haven't been able to play either. See, the last year or so, I really I can't play with the guys anymore that I used to play with because they're all American and they've all got kids, so they all play at 9 p.m. American time, and that's fucking 1-2 o'clock in the morning for me. So it's been one of those ones where I've been slowly less and less, and now it's just I only the only times I really play is I DM in the Gumroad server, so I do. But even then, that's pretty infrequent. It's I would maximum it's once a month. Maybe it's more likely once every 3 months now at the minute. So it's one of those ones I just really don't get to play half as much. But again, Aussie's very young, and we're having oh, I can't tell you actually. I can't say that. So Megan isn't a role play. No, she is. She is. She just doesn't get to play as much. And again, but it's one of those ones. So she was doing Neckbeardia for a good 2 years, and she hasn't played in that long, and she just felt she was repeating herself again and again and again. So it was one of those ones where we made that choice of we'll do something else, and then we can kind of vary it up a wee bit. You know what I mean? I need to genuinely. I would the thing is, Bill, I've been meaning to go on your channel for fucking ages. As well. I see. The thing is, I feel like I'm genuinely getting old. I can't believe myself. I'm 30. I genuinely feel like there has already been such a big shift in the past. My birthday's in April. You know what I mean? So I'm not even well, I've been 30 for a good few months now. You know what I mean? And it's really is. It's what the fuck is going with me? James, I have shoes older than you. I know. It's I know. I'm not that old, but I feel, you know what it is. I'm feeling more and more like a genuine adult. That's what it is. I'm feeling more and more like a genuine adult. Whereas, people are depending on me. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I feel like, that's what I feel like. That's the best way I can put it. But yeah, so the deck of triggers, that's a thing. And again, so we're gonna be. Our YouTube channel, Terminal Online, that will probably be coming to a bit of a standstill sometime in the new year. We will be continuing to do Gumroad, and genuinely, Gumroad is probably the best thing we've ever done because it just gives so much freedom in what we're able to do. I GM'd stopping gas using the gas station. What did you think of it? Was it good? Was it good? I know a few people that have done it and they really enjoyed it. You know, genuinely, this is one of the other things. I really want to focus more of my efforts on making stuff as well. Like, here, I'll show you guys this. So I'm hiring this guy to do the cover art for Death March. Let me get it up here. Sorry, the microphone's in the way, so it's a bit of a. I have to duck and dive around it. Let me get him up here. Boop, 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 boom. Search. This guy here. This is the guy that's going to be doing the cover art. I think his stuff looks fucking cool as shit. So, yeah, just in case you're wondering, this is the money that I'm getting out of the deck of triggers is being used to pay for the cover art from this guy, and I think his stuff looks so fucking cool. So I can't wait for that. But he's got a long waiting list, so I just need to wait until I get the money out, and then hopefully I'll get him. I've been talking to him in emails, and I think his stuff looks outstanding. And then also I paid for the first 10 pages of to get formatted, and I'll show you the guy that's doing the formatting. Actually, hold on, let me get him up here. There we go. This is the guy. He does a load of stuff, so he does. Let me just open this back up. I'll just open this full screen so you guys can see. I think his stuff looks very, very pretty, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out. You know, so honestly, you know, that's what I really want. I just want to get. I feel like I've been working on so many projects for so long now, and I just haven't really got there with them yet. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of just at that point where I'm tired of looking at stuff, and I just want to get it done. Do you know what I mean? I just want to get it banged out and get it out, and you know, hopefully it all just comes together. I'm just at that point, you know, and that's what I kind of want to do. I want to delve back on YouTube, and I want to work on, you know, my other projects, like, you know, this sort of stuff, and I also want to work on my other, like, faceless online businesses, do you know? First cruise brush with James and Megan. She did a read of my Christmas game summary, and it was wonderful. I still love that and would gladly submit another if they wanted to. I would be up for that, but again, it's one of those ones. Well, me and Garbu can still do it. You know what I mean? Like, me and Garbu can definitely still do it. It wasn't long after that, actually, Megan stopped doing Neckbeardia, so she did anyway. But yeah, I think this stuff looks outstanding. I'm really looking forward to what he comes off with for the cover. I think its stuff's gonna look fucking insane. Genuinely, I'm so looking forward to it. And Junjito does a great job, so he does. I probably butcher his name, but he's Brazilian. You know, honestly, it looks so fucking cool. I can't wait to see what he comes off with. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of working on. The other things that I want to say is one of the other reasons why I haven't been. Yeah, he's kind of expensive. Not gonna lie. Well, he's not like silly expensive. The cover art, he's charging me $650 for the cover. So, you know, that'll be expensive. Oh, that's another thing actually I want to talk about. We're stopping the 3D printing. We've actually already stopped the 3D printing. Let me get up Neckbeardia, by the way. If you probably noticed, went on our website, you've noticed that we haven't actually had models up for sale in a long time. And the main reason for that is, again, the models have always done really well, and they've always been really good. Like, you know, they've always, like, you know, see, anytime we've been in like a tight situation or whatever, like, you know, the models have always sorted us out big time. The thing is, it's extremely time consuming, and the other, as I say, our other faceless companies have just really taken off. I do have a stack, like, I'm not even joking, we've got like maybe 4, 5, 6,000 pounds worth of models in there that we need to sell, but I was waiting until the deck was finished, and well, we never hit that, so we're going to keep going with that. So I'm thinking sometime in the new year, I'm thinking like January, I would really like to do it, and this is going to be a massive sale on all the old models. So it's going to be 50% off. So the standard models we were selling them for a tenner for a model. Now we're going to be selling them for a fiver. And then on top of that, we have a ton of models that are unorganized. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. They're completely fine. They just don't have their names on them. Like, you know, they haven't been organized into their correct, like, piles, essentially, or their correct, like, bags. Like, you know, their filing system. And then we've also, so whenever you order one model, it's going to be half price, and then you're also going to get a model that's nothing's wrong with. That's completely fine. It's just not like organized. The problem is the amount of time it would take for me to actually organize all these models would just be a nightmare. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what, may as well just give you guys for free. And then also we've also got an absolute mountain, and I mean mountain, of B grade stuff. So we see stuff that it's perfectly fine. You just need bits, but we couldn't sell them, and I would regret just throwing them in the bin. But like anyone who is into modeling and has, like, if you guys have like a bits box, you will be able to make good solid use of this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Um, the worst thing is I bought 100 jars about no, about 3 years ago, and then I was going to buy all the like I was doing all these stickers, but then we we fucked up the stickers, so we did, and then I never went back to fix it. I really wish we had done that. A good few people have sent me pictures of our models, particularly my one, in jars. I'm like, no, no. I thought it was really funny, so it was. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. We are going to be stopping the models, so we are, because again, I really want to just focus on Death March and Dice and Demons and that sort of stuff. That's really what I want to focus on, you know. So again, just in case you've been wondering what's been going on there, how much autism do you need to fill a jar? Time, literally just time. That's all you need. So yeah, that's one of the other things that I really want to talk about. The other big thing I would really like to talk to you guys about is here, Snake Eye, seeing as you just here, this is the guy that's going to be doing the cover art. So it is. I think his stuff looks so fucking cool, and I can't wait to see what he does. The only thing is, I don't actually know what I want the cover art for Death March to be yet. If I be honest with you, like, I've honestly no idea. But again, I'm kind of like this when it comes to artists. My view is I'm not an artist, so I don't really know what looks cool. So I'm kind of okay with the idea of just being like, here, you look, you know what? Here's all the stuff that I have. This is the vibe that I'm going for. You have fun with that. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I like. I kind of like that idea, you know? And depends on how big the jar and how much time you have to spend. So the other thing that I really want to talk about is I've been on a bit of a health binge, you could say. Well, I don't know if you would call it healthy per se, but so the heaviest I ever was 21 stone. And let me look that up. Now, 21 stone in pounds. Yeah, so the heaviest I ever was close to 300 pounds. So it was. Of course, that was just before Ozzy was born. And ever since Ozzy's been born, I've actually been going down in weight quite a bit. The reason for that is again, like, you know, you're not, like, you're just eating a lot better. Like, you know, see, when you got kids, like, you know, you can just eat better, so you can. You don't have, like, you know, you really, like, you know, the thing is, like, see, before he was here, it was like Megan would be in work, and like, you know, I'd be sitting working on the computer, and I'd be up to my eyes. I'm like, oh, fuck, just order something. Do you know what I mean? Like, and see if you're doing that like multiple times a week. And like, here, I started step counting, so I did. Wait till you see this. Do you want, you guys, like, my average step count? Now this is with me sweating the gym at the minute as well. My average step count is, yeah, my average step count is 3,500. So it is, which is absolutely nothing. So again, it's one of those ones, like, you know, again, I work from home, and I'm not even joking. I live like under, like, there's a, like, essentially it's a Spar, it's a 7-Eleven for Americans. Like, I'm not even joking, across away from me. Like, it's not even like 100 meters from my front door. Do you know? So now that's pretty good. So it is two stone down. So I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And you know what? Maybe it might help someone. Don't get me wrong, what I'm doing is absolutely horrible. It's not fun. Like, it's really not fun. There's better ways to lose weight, but I just kind of want to get it done. I feel like I've been fat for too long. So I was a fat kid, and then by the time I was like about 10 or so, I just got really skinny. So I did. Well, I wasn't really skinny, but I lost all the fat. So I did, and then I didn't start getting fat again until I was about maybe 23 or so. So it's one of those ones where I've been fat, I've been pretty skinny, and then I've been fat again. And now that I've hit 30, I'm like, what I've been thinking was, I always thought, well, I don't really have the time. But see, since Ozzy started pre-play, it's like, well, I take him into school, and then I just go to the gym. and that's just what I'm doing. And the thing is, if I don't take him, if I don't go to the gym while he's at school, I'm not gonna go. So I'm at that point in my life where if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna get this done, and I'm kind of just sick of it. You know what I mean? Like I just kind of I've got the perfect opportunity. My online businesses are doing really really well. Money isn't half as much of something that I'm worrying about half as much. Like, it's not like, oh my god, it's not like at the forefront of my mind all the time. It's not something that's like, oh fuck that. I'm kind of a bit more. I'm not relaxed about it, but I'm feeling optimistic for the future. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas before it was kind of like, well, no one does YouTube. Like, YouTube's such a new thing. No one does YouTube forever. You're lucky if you get 5 years out of it. I still feel incredibly lucky that how far I've managed to get out of it. And I don't intend to ever actually quit completely. But we'll just see how things go. But again, because standing desk and walking pad, yes, I am getting a walking pad big time. I need to get that sorted out. I also got some weights for the house as well. But look, let me run through my terrible diet plan, and hopefully this might help someone. I'll dump this into the chat here now, just so you guys can see, and hopefully, we'll just see what happens. Let me Here we go. I'll put that in. So what exactly am I doing? So I'm actually my calories are up a wee bit from when I started this. Originally they were, why is this being, there we go. Originally they were about 800 to 1,000 a day. Now I'm on about 1,000 to 1,500 or so. Let me get up actually. I'll show you guys. Let me take a screenshot of this and I'll send it to Megan, and then I will put it up on screen so you guys can see. How does that sound? My eyes twitching. Jesus Christ. Let me just send this to Megan on Discord, and then I'll throw it up on screen so you guys can see. Let's see. Here we go. I have to look around the microphone. There we go. So that's how far I'm down at the minute, which I'm really happy with. And again, so essentially I'm eating tops about 1,500 calories a day, and I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. So I am, and then James, I'm on 3 years. If I don't hit 10k subs, 10k subs in the next 18 months, I'm probably done. Keep doing it for fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy doing it. I don't think I'm ever going to stop doing it. As far as I'm concerned, like, don't get me wrong, like, was my channel a lot bigger at some points? Yeah, but that happens to everyone. Like, see if you watch anyone on YouTube for any length of time, like, there's ebbs and flows to all of this, and like, some people were massive years ago and some people just aren't. Like, a good example would be, like, for instance, like the biggest one ever, like even PewDiePie, like he's nowhere near the size of what he used to be, but yeah, look, so that's how far I'm down. I started at 18 stone and I'm down to 15 stone 2 pounds, which I think is about in American terms that's 213 13 pounds I think I'm at the minute. I'm currently 96.6 kg, so I am. So, that's not bad to lose. Like, how much is that in pounds that I've lost in total? So, 17.7 kg in pounds. Yes, that's 39 pounds. So it is in the space of 3 months. Which I think is pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I've done really, really well. And again, like, so that is, like, my mind has been really preoccupied. Like, I feel like I should have done more about the deck of triggers. I should have been doing more videos. I should have been working on it more. I should have been doing all this. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like I should have been doing. But again, it's kind of like the spurginess aspect of me, where once I get into something, I get really fucking into it. And I think I've done well. Like, I really do think I have done amazingly well, and I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. It's just, like, it's one of those ones where you have to make a choice on what you want to do a lot of the time, and I feel like I just need to lose weight. I'm kind of at that point where I just have to get rid of it. And it's happening, so I'm really happy with that. Let me go on and show you guys what it is that I'm doing. So I'll read this out to you guys and can give you guys an idea. Like, that's a rundown of basically what I'm eating. So let me just zoom in here so I can read it a bit better. Okay, introduction. So I'm sure this weight loss plan is not recommended by the bulk of fitness instructors. Most definitely, anyone that most people will tell you, do not do this type of deficit. It is far too much, and no one's going to stick to it. The reason why it works for me personally is because I like to see things fast. I've tried dieting a couple of times before in the past, and the most I've ever been able to do is like 4 months. After 4 months, I just get like, fuck this. I want fed. I'm so sick of being hungry all the time, and I feel like, would you rather be tortured for 10 minutes, or would you rather a dull pain for months? And that's kind of what I feel like. So like essentially to lose weight, less calories, more movement, and that's all it comes down to. Water fasting is amazing. That's all I can really tell you. So the vast majority of people will never extreme advise this. A lot of people are going to think this is ridiculous, and honestly, for a lot of people, you probably should never try this. But it's worked for me, and you know what? I'm sure, like, if it works for someone else, like, if this sounds like something you're interested in, I would say try it out yourself. So anyway, let me lead this out. However, I only do things in the extreme. If I can get fixated on something, I will go hammer and tongs and get it done as fast as humanly possible. That's kind of what I feel like. I do that in the creative process. Like something needs to feel right, and then it suddenly all like I would do like 2 months of worth of work in like 3 days, and then I don't touch it for like 5 weeks. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of thing. And TBH, I've had results that have shocked me. I know I can gain muscle and lose fat. Like I've been well for that. Anytime I go to the gym, I can lose fat really, really quickly. I've lost fat incredibly quickly before in the past, and I've also put on muscle incredibly quickly in the past. I think I've just got like I do really think my body's more malleable than most people, and I don't know why. Um, because I know some people that have been going to the gym for years and they just don't seem to be able to put on muscle, and I know other people that can just eat like buckets and just never get fat. I'm like, how the fuck is this possible? Do you know what I mean? Um, yeah, everyone needs to work on themselves. Like no, like like there's always room for improvement for anyone. But anyway, look, I just think I'm more malleable than a lot of people, or maybe I just go fucking more extreme at it. I don't know. I know I can gain muscle and lose weight and put on weight faster than most people I know, but even then, these results have been faster than anything I've done before. And TBH, this is extreme even for my standards. Also, this is probably a few. There's also a few million people on YouTube who knew far more than what more than I ever will about any of this stuff. I can only tell you what has worked for me personally. I would not take any of this as gospel, and it's not the be all and end all. Look into this sort of stuff yourself. Again, I'm not like a fitness person, so like I suppose I've got that going for me. It's not like I'm trying to sell you supplements, I suppose. Like it's not like I'm going to sell you like I'm not Liver King. It's like, yeah, man, see if you just like eat like raw like fucking meat all the time, I'll make you look like you're blasting steroids 24/7. Do you know what I mean? So like, look, that's up to you. The feeling of hunger is a feeling of losing weight. Unironically, yes. That's essentially what it is. Think of it like when you're lifting weights, like you can feel your muscles start to tear, like the microfiber tears and stuff like that. Hunger is a feeling of losing weight, and it's shit, and I hate it, and it's miserable, and you're tired, but it works. What is fat? It's stored energy. The only way to get rid of fat is to use it, and that's it. There's no other way around it. You can get surgery, or you can use it, and that's it. There's no other way to lose fat. And the only other ones that I know of, so there's you can get a gastric band, which like forces your stomach, like you pretty much cut away most of your stomach, and that does work. Which again, like like that's up to you. And the other ones that I know of is like stuff like Ozempic and stuff. And essentially, the way I understand that to work is it makes you not hungry, but I'm not entirely sure in the ins and outs of that. I do know a few people that swear by it, and I am very tempted on it. But again, it's one of those ones. Maybe we'll just see. We'll just see. So 600 to 1,000 calories a day. That's really it. That's what it boils down to. I've been eating more or less the same meal every day. Find something that works for you. I do intend to change up meals from time to time, but I really enjoy what I'm eating and it works. So at least for now, I'm going to keep to it. And yeah, more or less, I'm still on the same like food. I'm still eating essentially like a duck breast, a chop, steak, something like that. Better butter and like a couple fried eggs. You know what I mean? Or like throw in a few like carrots and like that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Like pick something like work that out. I use ChatGPT to help me with calories. I just type in like exactly what it is, like, oh, 4 carrots, so and so, so and so, and then I add it up, and I just eat one meal a day. And normally what I do is I eat that one meal a day at around 2 o'clock, and that works for me. You know, there is some days where, don't get me wrong, you're starving, and it is fucking grim. And don't get me wrong, I haven't always been able to keep to it. Um, Again, I feel sad about myself whenever I do that, and it is something that I really want to just bang out. So again, like, that's one of those ones. But I'm still making good results, so that's about it. Now let me go through some of the basic things that anyone can do. Smaller plate, yeah, I eat off like a tiny plate. It's good for the brain, so it is. Throw away any large plates. You're going to be eating off small plates. It's probably one of the biggest ones I've came across. A small portion on a big plate looks like fuck all, but a small portion on a small plate looks pretty big. It's kind of like tricking your brain almost. It does work, at least for me. Whatever you're eating, make it as nice as possible. See all this, you need to eat like brown rice and stuff. How about no? I am so sick of like, oh, if you have to go on a diet, all you need is calorie deficit. Like, don't get me wrong, you can eat foods that'll fill you up a lot more. Like, I'm high protein, high fat. That's what I'm aiming for, and it works for me personally. But see if people start saying to me, oh, you need to be eating like brown rice and like plain chicken. How about no? Don't get me wrong, I'll eat chicken, no sweat, but like I'm gonna make it nicer. See if like every meal is the most blandest thing you've ever had in your entire life. I like my dinner, you know what I mean? Like I like food, and I'm pretty sure most people that are fat also enjoy fucking food. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have had like, a few things, like, don't get me wrong, like my biggest fuck up was about 2 weeks ago. Well, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Friday, I was given I got Ozzy. Yeah, he asked for a McDonald's, so he did, and it was a Friday. I was like, you know what? Sure. So I picked him up at McDonald's, and they were doing like a new double Big Mac meal thing. I was like, fuck it, you know what? Let's go for that. It's under my calorie deficit, so I'll be all right. Worst mistake of my life. I was absolutely starving, so I was like, when has a Big Mac ever filled anyone up? You know what I mean? It was grim. So yeah, choose something that's going to fill you up. You know what I mean? That's my only thing that I'll say. Intermittent fasting. This is honestly the best thing for me. Intermittent fasting. Since I'm only eating one meal a day, I aim for that to be the same meal. I normally eat about 2 o'clock. Works for me. The main reason for this is you want your body to use up the food and move to fat stores. By me drinking, yeah, I do drink a lot of coffee and Red Bull still. I am breaking that fast, by the way. I would be making a lot better results if I wasn't doing that, but you need something to keep your mind sane. Also, like, coffee does help. See, whenever you're like really hungry, I'll just drink a cup of coffee instead, and it does sort me out. Like, it doesn't make you as hungry, which is really nice. Haven't eaten. Right, sorry. Let me get back. Where was I? If I didn't stick to, yeah. So I'm breaking the fast by spiking my blood sugars. But to be fair, I don't think I'll be able to stick to this. I don't think I'll be able to stick to this, like 1,000 calories a day, if I wasn't drinking the coffee and drinking the Red Bull. You need to have like you need to have something that'll keep your mind sane. Like, otherwise you'll just throw your arms up and be like, fuck this, I'm done. I can't be dealing with this. Like, a few people have said to me, it's like, oh, would you think about quitting smoking as well? No. No. Once I get down to a good weight, and maybe like, maybe this time next year, whenever I'm been able to stick to my weight for a long enough time, then I'll look at quitting smoking. But for the meantime, look, only one stress at a time. Only one stress at a time. And you need to pick your vice. You know what I mean? If there's something that you just cannot give up, that's okay. Work around that. You know what I mean? That's my view on it. Work around it and see what works for you. I'm going to keep experimenting, as I want to go more of a caveman diet. Yeah, so I'm wanting to go more and more heavy into just meats, and I have done that quite a bit. I've been trying that more, which is eating more eggs on the side, and it does work quite well. But sometimes you're just feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, I love bread. I don't think I can give up bread, frankly. I fucking love sandwiches, guys. Not gonna lie, I fucking love sandwiches. I'm going to keep experimenting with this. So the only one that I have been trying a bit recently is I've been eating, instead of eating every day at 2 o'clock, I've also tried skipping a day. And my problem with that is, so I would say I'm eating on a Monday, and then I don't eat on a Tuesday. See, Tuesday night, I am fucking starving, like, genuinely. It is not fun. Like, it's genuinely, I am like pacing around the place, like just looking, like your mind just can't stop, like, and it's hard to even sleep and stuff. Like it's really bad. So I wouldn't. It doesn't work for me. I've tried it a few times and it's not fun. I switched to tobacco to clang. To quit it. I mean, it does work. I'm sure, like like methamphetamines definitely do. They are probably one of the most least advisable. Like them and stress. Methamphetamines are in stress, definitely up there for ways to lose weight that I would not recommend. One other thing that I will say is because I've been eating so much less for so long now, my stomach has shrank quite a bit. So I've even had some meals where I've even found them hard to finish. Where I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this wouldn't have like this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Do you know what I mean? Like, we went out for dinner a few times, and like even though I'm like hungry, I just could not finish it. Like my stomach is like way smaller than what it used to be, which is also a good thing. You know what I mean? Like let's be serious. But anyway, yeah, let's keep going. So I've been going to the gym quite a bit. So the main reason why I started this was because Ozzy started pre-play in September, and since he's going 5 days a week, for 2.5 hours, if I didn't start now, I don't think I ever would have. You know, and that's a big one for me. Like I feel like if I hadn't started now, like I wouldn't. I before I never had the time. I didn't have that dedicated time, and now that I do have that time, I feel like I have to do it. And if I don't do it, I'm just gonna get fatter and fatter and fatter. You know. Well, to be fair, I have only lost weight since Ozzy been born, so that's something. But I feel like I would never get back down to like a good weight. You know what I mean? Like I'm 5'6", and even I am 15 stone, which is definitely like still too high. Do you know what I mean? Like it's still too high. You know what I mean? I need to get back down, so I do. I will never. It's given me a solid routine to be able to follow, leave him into school, and then while he's at school, go to the gym until he's finished. That gives me a solid 2.5 hours for a big session. Yeah, so at the minute I do like near enough an hour cardio and an hour weights. Although more than likely I mostly do like half an hour cardio now because I don't really have the time because I've been doing more and more. I've been getting really more into the weights. This is a big one. Again, so see when it comes to cardio, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Pick something you enjoy. I used to do more cycling. Now I've been doing more like power walking on an inclined treadmill. It doesn't matter what cardio you do. Just make it an hour. I enjoy the cycling machines and listen to audiobooks. The audiobooks have helped me a lot, actually. I've been actually really looking forward to it. The hell is a stone? It's like 12. It's like £12, isn't it? How many stone in how many how many how many pounds in a stone? 14. So there you go. Why do Americans not use stone anyway? It's fucking it's in the same family. It's not metric. A stone isn't metric. Do you know what I mean? So like, why are you guys like this? I think it's only UK that uses stone anyway, or at least they're the only place that I know that uses stone. So anyway, yeah, just pick something that you like. When it comes to this, like, and again, look, this is just what's working for me personally. You can just again walk more, or maybe get a bicycle. I have no real I stopped. I used to have a car up until I started doing YouTube, and then like 3 months into YouTube, I like realized I had not driven. Like I had used the car like once in 3 months, and I was like, you know what, me and Megan are just going to share the car from now on. So I ended up just selling. I sold my car, and then me and Megan got a new car. So we did, and that's just been it since then. Although I might get a new car in the near future, like one for myself, just cause like again, it'll be a bit handy to be able to like for school guns and stuff. But like that would be about it. Do you know what I mean? So again, look, this has been working for me. Get yourself on Audible, or you could always listen to us. You know what I mean? You could always check out your newest Nick Beardy video, so you can. Whenever you get on like any form of thingy. Again, it's more for me. It's just switching the mind. I always find cardio. The reason why I never like cardio is I just think it's boring as shit. Like it really is. It's just fucking boring. Like just pick something, put it on like a decent, like don't go like hammer and tongs on it. Like I don't really like running, but like do it like a quick brisk walk, like on a steep incline, or put like the cycling machine to like a 15 or something. Like put it like pretty high, and just like just keep doing the motion, and that's it. A stone is about an AR-15. or one McDonald's meal. Okay, so look, let me get more into the mindset for weights. Now, this is something that I kind of want to talk about because I feel like there's so many other people that know so much more about me when it comes to like lifting weights, and I am a complete like retard. But like I think this mindset has really helped me a lot, and I feel like this might help someone else. So, as I've said at the start, there are so many more people who know far more than I ever will. You're better off seeing what they have to say. I am not going to give an exact workout plan. Now, in fact, in this case, I will. I'll give you what I'm doing because a guy on my Discord, Iron Glue, I might share his Instagram because he's kind of like public about that. So Iron Glue is on the Discord, so he is. I'll share his Instagram. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this or not, but he's posted his Instagram a couple of times on the Discord, so I'm pretty sure he's like open about it. You know what I mean? And like it is like a public one. Do you know what I mean? Um. So yeah, this guy's been helping me an awful lot. On the server, so he has big time. So like honestly, see by his help, I'm just putting it out here. Like honestly, hands down, he's sorted me out big time. So he has. So he sorted me out this workout plan of sorts, and I'll go into that. Do you guys like the picture? I'm gonna have to move that because I don't know if I can be seen. Like, see if I have this open on my phone and like people see this, I don't know if I can fucking show my face in the gym again, personally. So yeah, if you're interested, like that's his Instagram. So that's the thing. So look, mindset for weights. As I've said at the start of this, so many more people know far more than I ever will. You're better off seeing what they have to say. I'm just going to give you. I'm not going to give you an exact workout plan. That's a fucking lie. I wrote this a while back, so I did. By the way, I wrote this about the end of September. But what I will do is I will talk about the basic principles. No matter what exercise you're doing, aim for your last rep to be an extreme struggle. This is really what it comes down to. See if your first rep feels is the exact same as your first one. Make it heavier. If you're able to do so if you're really trying to struggle, that's really what it comes down to. You want to like still keep the good form, but like you really need to like strain yourself. You really need to feel it, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Um, Making it really extreme. And if you're able to, maybe one or two partial reps. Now, a partial rep doesn't mean fuck your form out the window. It just means like half movement. Like at least like so say you need to go like from can I say like so say you need to reach the whole way up, like a half rep. We're just gonna go halfway and then that's it. So we are but still try and keep form. If you can do one or two of them, amazing. I think that's really helped for me. And honestly, like I muscle growth has been insane. Do you know what I mean? For me personally, I think again newbie gains, all that sort of stuff. But like I feel like I've definitely gotten a lot stronger, even with such a huge calorie deficit. Do you know what I mean? So like like something to think about. If you're able to do as many partial reps to make it to 10, normally for me around the 7th or 8th rep, I'm really struggling, and you can feel your muscles are about to give up. Do partial reps. Partial reps don't mean fuck your form out the window and start swinging all about the show. But if you can do half reps, it will help a lot. Push your muscles to the limit and don't lift more than you can handle. Per form will just waste the work out. You may want to do like so. For instance, I used to see like so my max bench press before, and this was like I could do like 10 reps of set and then 5 sets. I was able to do 100 kg. So what's that in American? Hold on, what's 100 kg in pounds for bench press? It's 220. So I was able to do that. I can't do that anymore. But again, like I went to the gym actively since 2018, and I'm in such a calorie deficit. Don't get me wrong, does it sadden me that I look at it, I'm like, I can't do that. I know I'm going to seriously hurt myself. But the weights don't have ego, and I know I will get there again. So again, this is a big one. You may think, I can lift that 15 kg. I can lift the 20. I'll be sweet. If you're swinging all about the show, just fucking pick up what you can actually lift. Do you know what I mean? People get worked up about this in a lot of gyms. Like my mate Louis, like this, and he thinks like he says it's really bad for like everyone's like judging each other and stuff like that. Like I go at a really good time of the day. I go to the gym at 9 a.m. and it's all like mums and dads, like people that have just left the kids off to school. So it's mostly like older people. So like I don't really have that. Like I don't have the like teenagers holding around the fucking squat rack all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty happy about that. Like I feel like I don't really have to worry about that. I just go in, listen to music, throw on a podcast, do the job, and it feels pretty good. But if you're swinging and swaying all about the place, just use the tens and learn your technique. Your muscles don't have ego. Just because you feel like you should be able to lift more doesn't mean your muscles can. Example, I used to be able to bench press 100 kg at my personal best. Last session, I could barely do 60, and I'm telling you right now, I was doing a lot less fucking reps at 60 kg than what I was on 100. A lot less, because I just don't have what I used to have. You know, there are tons of great videos on YouTube showing proper technique of how to do any exercise. Keep watching them and put them into practice, practicing what you're watching. Also, anyone who's serious about the gym, swear by free weights. And yes, free weights are a lot better, I do feel like. However, if you're new to the gym, I think just use machines. And honestly, cable machines are arguably better a lot of the time as well. I feel like weights are personal choice. If you like using this, use this. You want to, like, when it comes to doing any form of weight, you want to, like, get excited. You want to be like, I can't wait to do that again. Like, you know, I'm really looking forward to doing this exercise. Like, see if you come across an exercise and you're like, fuck this, don't do it. Do something else. You know, just do something else. Like, for instance, I've been working a lot on, so one of my muscles that I feel like I'm lacking the most in is side delts. And I hate lateral raises on cable machines, which is weird because normally I love cable machines. I really enjoy cable machines. Um, but I fucking hate lateral raises on them, and I don't know what it is. But I love doing dumbbells with them. Just do that. Just do the dumb. You know what I mean? You don't have, just because people say, "Oh, the cable machine's so much better." Just do what you feel, what feels good to you. That's my argument for it anyway. Although I'm also a fan of Smith machine. Yeah, I like the Smith machine. Genuinely, a lot of people bitch and moan about it, saying, "Oh, it's terrible for technique. It's terrible for this." Put it like this: there's a lot of exercises. There's a lot of barbell. It's pretty much only barbell exercises that will kill you. I've seen enough people get crushed by barbells that, and I love going to failure. I think it feels better. It's good for me mentally. It makes me feel like I've done everything that I can do on that day, and I don't want to kill myself. So, you know, going to failure on a Smith machine is a million times safer than a barbell, even though, oh, well, it's not as good. Like, you know, it creates a lot of bad habits and all that sort of stuff. As long as you are aware of the bad habits, then, you know, you can work around that. To sum up, push your body, and your body will be sore the next day or even the next few days, but in time you will learn to love the feeling. See, once you start seeing true results, your body will get stronger. What was once a struggle will become easy, and you will see your muscles will bulge. Also, being in such a calorie deficit, you have to lift weights, or your body will eat your muscles. This is important. See, if you're going on this heavy deficit, don't do this if you're not lifting weights. You have to lift weights if you're doing this as well. Also, the only thing I would add is, I don't see talked about it enough, is if you've never been to the gym and you're only starting out, two things to focus on: back and grip strength. Them two things will help you massively, big time. Even if it's just something in the house, like, you know, get some of these grippers. Let's see. I've been practicing. How many can I do this on 100? I should probably up the cal. It's getting pretty dark now, so it is. Will I turn the light on, guys? I think I'll turn the light on. Hold on. That's. Oh. Legs are in tatters, so they are. Oh. Alright, here we go. Almost at 100. Let's see, how many times can I do 100 on this? Boop, 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 boop. Am I going to make myself look like a fool? Alright, set to 100. Let's see, can you guys see that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's not ticking, so it is. Got 7. I'm pretty happy with that, but yeah, that's at 100. But God knows how accurate them things are. So yeah, there you go. Focus on grip strength. Honestly, getting something like that is pretty good. Or get the Captain of Crunch ones. I really want to get the Captain of Crunch ones, so I do. Everyone swears by them for building grip strength. So yeah, do that, and do anything with back. Honestly, I love farmers walks. I finish off anytime, if it's, as long as the area is free to do the farmers walks, I'm doing them. So I am honestly always. I love farmers walks, genuinely. I think they're one of the most fun exercises. That's some good grip strength. You like that, do you? So yeah, we'll focus on that. If you are doing it, I would say try and get your grip strength up as high as you can. You know, the funny thing is, so Megan can't do 100, but she can do she can set it at 90 kg, so she can. And we were looking that up, and farmers walk is, it's whenever you have like 2 kettlebells and you're just walking with them. So I'll get a video up showing what a farmer's walk is. Farmer's walk. How to perform a farmer's walk. exercise tutorial. So this is it here. I won't bother with the audio because you guys will see exactly what it is. Yeah, so you can do it with dumbbells, you can do it with kettlebells. All it is you're walking, lift them up, and walk, and that's it. Honestly, and you just try and walk as far as you can. I love it, honestly. I think it's one of my favorite exercises. And again, it's great for grip strength, and it's great for your back, it's great for your shoulders, and it's a really simple exercise. And like, so whenever it comes to like the very end of the gym, you just do that until you can't do it anymore, and then it really makes you feel like I've achieved a lot that day. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it worked for me anyway. So yeah, something to check out. But I'll go into my exact workout plan and show you guys exactly what I'm doing. But look, let me get to the summary. Crush an apple in one hand. Fuck. Have you seen them guys that like carry the books and stuff? Fuck, that's brutal, mate. To sum up, calorie deficits, calories in, calories out. That's all that truly matters. If you eat less and move more, you will lose fat. And the higher body fat you have, the higher you can increase your deficit. I started on the 2nd of September at 18 stone. At the time of writing, I've lost over a stone and a half in a little over a week and a half. I will reach 15. When I reach 15 stone, I increase my calories to 1,500 a day. I'm at the minute I'm 15 stone 3, so I am. So that's where I'm at the minute. So I started at 114.3 kg. I'm down under 100 kg. I've still got a fair bit left to go, but I'm over halfway, so I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I wrote this a long time ago. As you can see, I lost a ton of weight really quickly. A lot of that's water weight as well, so it is. And you can see I've been kind of stagnating a wee bit, but that's just how fat loss is. Like, you start to plateau, your body gets used to what you're doing, and like, you just need to kind of fucking force it out. You just need to keep going at it essentially, and you will get there. So anyway, I will increase my calories to 1,500 a day. My goal weight is 12 to 13 stone and under 10% body fat. So even when I get down to that weight, it'll still take me a long time to get to 10% body fat. I feel like, look, I've got a long way to go, guys, but we will get there. And that it is something that I've been going hammer and tongs at. So hopefully I will get there in time. So even when I do get down to that weight, it will take me some time to gain the muscle. Still a long way to go, but I've made solid progress so far. I know I will struggle with my weight for the rest of my life. I have gained and lost fat very quickly. I bought these smart scales, and I know that once I reach the weight I want, I will have to weigh myself every day, and I have to have a set weight that I never go over. I know now an extremely fast and relatively easy way to lose weight quickly. This doesn't, and it doesn't feel like a colossal task anymore, because I feel like every day I look at the scales and I'm seeing a new number. I hope by sharing this with you guys, I hope it helps someone else. That's all I'm looking for. This is the reason why I'm really sharing it, because I feel like I've done really well by doing this, and I hope it maybe works for someone else. This is like, I feel like there's a lot of really bad information out there about weight loss, and I feel like it's kind of hard to work out what's real and what isn't. Essentially, just cut down your calories as much as you possibly can, and actively go to the gym or actively move about as much more as you can. I need to get a walking pad, so I do, because as I said, my steps are fucking desperate. Let me show you on my phone. Month. Yeah, so this is set to 1,000 a day or 10,000 a day, and let me see. Can you guys see this? Yeah, there you go. You can see I'm at best, like, 10,000 steps. Like, I'm way under. My average is 3,400 steps a day, which is not a lot. So I need to get a walking pad. So that'll be my next big thing that I want to get sorted out. But look, let me show you my my workout plan, and I'll zoom out here a wee bit. And I've got videos that show technique. So look, I'll dump that into the chat. I will be putting this into the description. So I'll put that into the description, guys. And then I'll put out the workout plan as well into the description, okay? If any of you guys want to, check it out. Now, again, current lifting, this is just, for me personally. Again, the lat pull down, it looks really high, but I do the one where I sit down on the ground, so I do it. So, it's a bit different because I get more leverage, but because I'm doing it, way sitting down on the ground, it gives me a much bigger stretch. Essentially, anything that gives me a good stretch and feels good, I like it. Do you know? So yeah, this is the workout exercises that Aaron Glue sorted me out with. This is his Instagram. He loves it, so he does. He really does, and honestly, he's helped me an awful lot. So he has. If you guys do join the Gumload, we do have a fitness chat that we've been pretty active in. So something to check out. There's a few boys in it, and I think everyone's been making really good progress so far, which is pretty nice. It's really handy. Flex for us in your live stream. Let me see them gains. Maybe. I don't know. Like, muscles. Where I already did. I showed you my grip strength here. Hold on, I'm already set to 100. Let me see. Well, do you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. At 100 kg. So there you go. See if you can beat me. Record a video yourself and show me. I want to see if you can beat 15. What was it? Was it 15? I think it was 15. But anyway, so this is the workout plan. I won't go exactly too much into it. I've also got an at-home one. I bought a load of dumbbells and some resistance bands, and it's just enough to do me. So it is. So I'll go through it, and hopefully some of you guys might this video showing exactly what the exercises are anyway. What is a set and what is a lap? Again, most people that go to the gym, you guys know what this is. A lap is the movement itself. So say you got your dumbbell, you lift it up, down the bottom. That's one lap. A set is how many you're doing. So say you need to do that 10 times in a row, and there you go. That's it. So one set of 5 to 10s, and then the second set is 10 to 12 laps. Again, look, one of those ones. There's about a million ways to skin a cat. Okay, there's not one be all and end all of this workout plan will make you this one will make you massive, and you look like you look like fucking Rich Pinata, and you'll be fucking gigantic. Look, there's you can do any exercise. If you want, you only do free weights, you can only do free weights. If you want to just do machines, you can just do machines. It's completely up to you on what you want to do. This is just pretty much a good all-rounder. So it goes upper body, lower body, and then again, this is only for 2 a week. You can change this up so you can. So I could do upper, lower, and then upper again if I was to do this 3 times. But I also do have the at-home workout, so this is the go-to. The only thing that I'm not doing here that he recommended was a Bulgarian split squat. I fucking hate any Bulgarian or Romanian shit. What I have been doing is I've been squatting with Aussie though on my shoulders, which he loves, so that's a bit of fun. And I've been getting Aussie's been joining me in a bit. I got 2.5 kg dumbbells that he's been enjoying, so he's not very good at them, but it's good. It's fun to get him involved in it. So yeah, this is about it. Deadlift, incline barbell press, lat pull down, cruise grip, Smith machine, and again you got video showing lateral raises, tricep bar extension. He did say to do the loop, but I prefer bar. I just don't really like the loop. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel good. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is about it. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I just want to let you guys know what it's all about, and I hope someone gets something from all this. I really do hope that maybe by sharing this, again, this calorie deficit is so high that almost no one would say that this is a good idea. It is incredibly high. It's incredibly low, I should say, but it works for me, and it probably isn't good for everyone else. Honestly, what is it you need? I think for most people, it's 2,500 calories a day. Most people say, nah, just go down to 2,000 calories a day. Well, I started off on nah, I'm going to low as I possibly can. But again, it's up to you. Do you want to lose weight fast? Do you want to really bang it out? Do you want to just how much fat do you have to lose? If you got a ton of weight, are you sick of being fat? Let's just fucking do this. And I've kind of got that spurgy mentality where once I can fixate on something, it kind of becomes my entire personality for a few months, so I'm kind of making the most of this while I can, but yeah, essentially, what am I doing? 600 to 1,000 calories a day. I'm better. I'm lower. I'm higher than that now, though. And then go to the gym 3 times a week. But it's 2-3 times a week. You know what I mean? Somewhere in between that. And then that's my basic workout plan that works for me anyway. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Rundown. You can get the deck, so you can. The deck is... Well, it's technically not funded, but anyone who has backed it, it is going to happen. You are going to get it delivered, even if we never do hit the entire funding goal. Don't really worry too much. Trying to have him be on Kirsch. Good luck with that. We'll see. We'll see. Cushion apple one hand. Good job in these, in my opinion. So yeah, if you backed it, you're gonna get it no matter what. Tormel did have a really horrible time getting fucking armed robbery at his house. I'm not even joking. Like, it was sounded really bad. Like, they had his fucking him. Like, they locked him in the other room, and they had his child, like his 2-year-old, one of his kids, and the nanny, and like holding him at gunpoint and stuff. Like, that's not good. Like, I really feel for the guy, genuinely, but it's not too bad because he is getting his stuff back. But yeah, just so you guys know, everything's still on progress. You can, if you haven't backed it already, you can back it. All you gotta do is 32 back project, fill in your details, all that jazz. I'm gonna be adding this live stream here, so I am anyway. Like, is there anything else worth adding? Is there anything else you guys want to know? I've really tried to cover everything big and important. There is a few other things, like, for instance, like, we're going to be stopping doing the Terminal Online YouTube channel, because again, like, my other businesses are just doing a lot better, and we're going to be having another child soon. How many days left? Because I get paid next week. It's already finished, but you can still back it because this is in Kickstarter, so you can back it at any time, and you're going to be able to continually back it until this goes to print. Then we're going to be stopping orders, but that's it. You will be able to back this indefinitely until we make that order, and I think we're going to be making that order. Hopefully, sometime in January, early January, is what we hope to see. All the artwork finished for, and we can take the order to the printers. So you have until January, hopefully. But it just depends on how fast Tarmel can get this work done. But I really felt for him. Like, look, what he said to me. Let me just get it up. I'll show you what he said. I was like, mate, don't worry about it, for God's sake. File. Oh no, hold on. Let me open this. Oh, for God's sake, I've highlighted it, so I have. He's saying to me, like, fucking, nah. I'm like, thanks a lot. My files for the deck. But it's like, mate, don't worry about it, for God's sake. Like, I've got the files anyway. Like, it's one of those ones. But so they stole the PC and whatnot on him. But, like, one of those ones, he'll be fine. Like, I really hope he leaves, though, because South Africa just does not sound cool at the minute. Brutal. When I first found out you kind of buy some of your models, but was poor and broke. Now I'm just broke. So you should try to help out now, since it's not 2022. That's alright. Like, it's one of them ones, like, like, buy the deck if you want to get the deck. Like, I genuinely, it's up to you on what you want to get. Try and, like, like, it's, if you want it, you can get it. If you don't back it, then you're never going to get it. Essentially, that's all I can really tell you. But it is a very niche product. It's $32 for the deck, but then the price of post is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, the price of this is another reason why we're stopping the models, is because the price of post is just skyrocketing. Like, I'm not even joking. The price of post at the minute is fucking insane, and it's only getting more and more expensive. Like, anytime I go to the post office, I am not even joking. See the amount of times I went to the post office and that price of posters went up by like 30%. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, genuinely, like, and it is to the point of, do you still have that Animaniacs song that you did for your videos? Yeah, I do. I've still got that somewhere, so I do. Yeah, it's still saved on the computer, so it is. But yeah. Look, if you want the deck, that's the link to it. It's linked down below. I'll put it into the chat if anyone's interested. And again, I'm working on a ton of other businesses that are doing very, very well. If you want any workout advice, fucking talk to fucking Aaron Grew or Jordan type 1 tweeting, because he's helped me out a lot, so he has, but he doesn't, like, he's not doing this as a job or anything, so, like, I don't know. But again, he does share his thingy quite a bit on the Discord, so I'm going to assume it's kind of public. And then there's my workout plans, and I will put them in the description. And hopefully, some of that stuff might help someone. Hopefully, like, it would be nice to help someone else, And again, like, like, I'm not trying to sell fucking workout gear or anything like that. So, like, and that's the biggest problem I feel like with a lot of, like, gym stuff. Like, like, when it comes to, like, workout like, you know, any like gym related channels or anything like that, they're always trying to show stuff, and like it's almost like crypto almost, where you can't really trust anyone. They're like, no, this is buy my workout plan, and you'll get bigger gains. They'll be looking at you'll look like you're blasting stories, or how do you look like this without, you know? It's like, come on, guys, you know what I mean? Look, anyway, I'm gonna have to love yous and leave yous. Is there any other questions you guys want before I go, or is there anything like, you know, I haven't covered, or is there anything I haven't, like, you know, really answered very well? In the meantime, I will try and bang out as many 100 kg on the grip. Let me see. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's set to 100. Like, it's no, it's going back down. Let me get that. Make sure you can see. That ain't twisting no more. That's it's stiff. Okay. Oh, here, look. This is another one where I've lost weight. Look at my wedding ring. Doesn't fit. Like, that was tight. Like, that does not fit on. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So I will. Updates on Burger Punk. So Burger Punk is, I want to get Death March done. I really love Burger Punk, but I'm at that point where I need to focus on the job at hand, and therefore, Death March will be done first, and then after the Death March, I either do Burger Punk or I do Dice and Demons. What's the strength of your Jacobian ape feet? What's Jacobian ape feet? I've never tried it. What video channels do you get on those big ass ears? Yeah, Megan takes a piss out of me, says I've got big ears. You know, the thing is, I've actually got a really big head. Like, you know, I think I'm actually like, I think I'm really out of proportion for like the height of me. So I'm 5'6", but like I've got like really big like hands and like feet, so I do, like, for what with the height of me. Do you know what I mean? Like my head, like I've got like, so whenever I have to go for a motorbike or a scooter, like I have to wear large size helmets with it, and like even like a lot of hats just don't fit me. You know, it's kind of funny almost. I've got like dwarf pilled, okay, dwarf pilled. But yeah, Burger Punk, I do want to happen. I do want this to happen, but as I say, I really want Death March just done because I'm sick. I feel like I bite off more than I can chew in almost everything that I do, and I've got, you know, like I'm even doing that with the diet and stuff. Like I'm kind of going like a bit too heavy at it. Am I going too heavy at it? Not really, because I'm getting good results. So, like, you know, can you be like, a lot of people are like, no, James, you need to like have more calories. And don't get me wrong, there is some days where I go to the gym and I just can't do fuck all because I just don't have the strength in me because I haven't eaten enough. You know what I mean? Like, I just haven't eaten enough, and like I try and do stuff. Like, some days I go in and like I'm able to do stuff, and then other days I'm like, Jesus fuck, what is wrong with me? You know. Yeah, Cubian. Well, I can't do it with my feet. That's all I can say. So like, I'm gonna. How many more can I do? Can I do? Let's see. I'll do left hand. Will I? James looks skinnier. Has he been hunting those lizard people lately? Oh, I've already went over all that sort of stuff, so I'm not gonna. Let's see. Oh no, I can't do it with my left hand. Actually, fuck, I can't do it at all with my left hand. But I can do it with my. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I can do it with my left hand, or my right hand, but what? I can only do one. Fuck, that's not good. That's not good. But yeah, so that's one of the biggest ones that I've lost weight with. Is, you can see I'm gonna have to buy a new wedding ring whenever I'm finished with this. Like, it doesn't work anymore. For like, you know, it's not. It's barely holding on. Like, it fits on my hand, but like it doesn't like stay on. Like, you know, it, you can lift that, you can take that off easily. Like, you know, I don't even like wearing it most of the time. Like, because I just don't like. I feel like if I really like shook my hand, I could come off. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So that's not bad, you know. But yeah, look, that's where I think. Is there any other questions? Anything else before I love yous and leave yous? It's currently coming up to, just got a second wife with the second ring. Maybe. I've already got Garbro. Garbro's not a bad wife. Like he wears a skirt and has a beard. Well, he's got a beard, but he wears a skirt, you know. So that's something. You know, a lot of people don't believe me, but Garbro actually does. Just like he straight up does just wear a kilt every day. Like, you know, he genuinely does. Like, he does just, like, a lot of people like, no, he doesn't. He's like, yeah, he does. He actually does. Like, that's his normal attire. Like, you know, he loves the kilt. To be fair, he does hit it. Like, I will give him that, or maybe I'm just like used to Garbro in a kilt that it doesn't like, it just doesn't recognize in my brain anymore. You know, bearded wife. Oh, you got a dwarf. Yeah, yeah. So look, yeah. If you're interested, that's a thing. Hopefully, well, it isn't. Hopefully, it is going to happen. Again, like, you know, one of those ones. It's coming together quite nicely. It's finished funding, but you can still back it, and you'll be able to continue backing it until we take the order to the printer, which should be January time. And then by the time it takes the printers to print print the cards and then send it to me. I'm hoping for end of February, and then I'm hoping that I can start sending the cards out for early March time. Early March ideal. However, also my baby is due in March, so we'll see what happens. I really hope I really hope the decks are here before the baby's here. Honestly, like that is one thing that I'm like, oh my god, shit timing. I really hope I don't have to, like, you know, infant and trying to pack away all these boxes. It's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Garbro is not a fanboy. He's a fan man. Yeah, he is. Yeah, 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 yeah. So look. Oh, that's where I think I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I hope this has been a good enough update. I hope some of the stuff that I've talked about has cleared up a lot of issues. And genuinely, I do hope like maybe my terrible DAP plan, like it's working for me. Do you know what I mean? Like it is working for me. Like, you know, here, I'll stand up and show you what I'm looking like at the minute. Like, you know, let's see. Can you guys see? Like, you know, like, you know, I still got a stomach on me, but like, you know, I'm not half as fat as what I used to be. You know what I mean? So like, here, actually, that's another one I'll show you guys. I'm not undressing for you, but here, I'll show you my belt. So, my belt used to be on there. I used to be on that part, and now I'm down to the last notch on the belt. So there you guys go. My leg doesn't really fit me anymore, so I'm really close to having to thingy. I'm very close to having to puncture new holes in this belt, which is something that I haven't done in like 13 years maybe. Since like I got this belt whenever I was like it's my oldest cruise that I've ever had actually. I think I've had this belt since I must have been about maybe 13. You know, it's like it's old, so like, you know, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. But yeah, look, what are you guys saying? Missed out in the stream. We'll have to catch up later. James looks great. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I can't really. I'm at that weird stage. What's up with the camera? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's back in focus now. I'm at that weird phase where most of my clothes don't fit me, but I don't really like it. Don't really fit me very well. So, but I don't want to buy any new clothes because, like, what's the fucking point? Because I'm halfway. So, like, why buy clothes whenever I'm just gonna take the something else off? That's for Gumroad. That's for Gumroad, okay? Maybe. Look, anyway, look, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know if there's any other questions that I haven't answered, or if you guys just want to know something, ask on this video, and I'll try and get to you in the comments whenever I can. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous, so I will. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep talking, so I will. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm going to turn the audio off, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye bye.